Hello everybody, so today we are going to solve LeetCode problem 123, best time to buy and sell stock 3. So what the problem statement is saying, that given a price array of price where price I represent the stock of the array, and you have to find the maximum profit you can achieve by doing at most 2 transactions. Okay, so how to think the problem, that we have to buy a stock at a particular day and we have to sell at particular day. Okay, this is known as one transaction, and we have to do at most 2 transactions for such that maximum profit can achieve. Profit will be selling price minus buying price, so this should be a maximum one. So this is the problem statement, and how to understand that, let us jump into the solution of it. So at every step we have two choices mainly. First choice is whether I have bought the stock or not. If I have bought the stock, then I have to sell it, or if I haven't bought it, then I have to bought it first. Then the next case number 2 is there, that if I already bought the stock, then we have to sell it. So there are mainly two cases arises from it. So let's make a recursive function which takes mainly 4 arguments, like which taking a by a boolean type, which is representing that if we have bought or not, and we have to again make a sell type variable, and we have to at which particular index I am, and we have to also count the number of transactions as a count. We have to also need a length of the array, and finally the vector which is given. Okay, so these are the arguments which is taken by the function. Okay, let us think about the conditions. Okay, so if the index goes beyond it, like it is less than n, then it is within the range of the array. So if it is goes beyond the range of the array, then we have to return 0. There is no any transaction happen beyond that array. And if it is less than, then we have a condition. Two cases arises. What are the two cases? If I haven't buy, if I have not buy the stock, okay, then I have to buy it. Else if what happen? If I buy already but and not sell it, then I have to sell it. Otherwise what I have to do? Simply sell it. Okay, if I haven't buy it, then at a particular index we can buy it or not, but so at this index I can buy the stock or may not buy stock. So there are two possibilities, and we have to return the maximum of one. That so I have to return the maximum out of those two cases. What are the two cases? At this particular index I can buy or may not buy. So if I buy, then it will be true, like I have buy the stock, and sell as it is, then I have to call it next index. At that particular index I have to sell it. I have buy it, but count will be count only, not be increases, because a number of transaction is buy and sell, both are considered, and will be NHs, and prices will be price only. And maybe I may not buy at this particular index, so I will give the false, sell as it is. I will be increase the counter by 1, and count will be as it is, and will be as it is, prices will be prices only. Okay, and in this case also we have to return the maximum of out of those two cases. What are the two cases? These are the two cases. If I have buy it, so I have to return buying price as a minus of 1 into that price. What price? I have buy the price of at I index plus 1. Why minus? Because what the means profit will be selling price minus buying price, so that is minus. and if I sell it, then I have to make plus 1 of that. So in this condition, let's suppose in this condition I have bought the stock but I haven't sell, so I can sell it at this particular index, or I may not be sell at this particular index. So if I sell this index, so I have to make the buy will be false, that I have sold it. Okay, and sale means sale is also true, I have sell it, and I have to make call to the next index by increasing the counting by 1. Okay, and n will be as it is, prices will be prices only. When I sell it, what is the profit I made it from, I get from it? So I made profit of prices of I only, which is positive. So this minus this is the profit on, and we have to make maximum out of those two. So this is the maximum function which is giving the maximum out of two functions. And in this case also I haven't, let's suppose I maybe not sell this price, so buy will be buy only, but sale will be sale, that I haven't sale, and I increase the counter by 1, making count same as it is and n as it is, and prices will be same. Okay, else what's the next cases? Like if not buy, then this goes this, and if buy then sell, and this one I have to return else 0. Let's suppose I have to take care that also the given condition is at most 2 transactions we can achieve. So there is another cases we can apply condition that if count is less than 2, then only I can buy. If count is not less than 2, then I can simply return 0. And let us run this function. What happened? That return this function by buying will be false and selling is also false. Then index will be particular 0, count will be 0, and n and prices as it is. So we have to define variable n also. N will be equal to price dot length or size, mainly area size. And if we run this, what's happened? Let's check. What the saying is expected error somewhere. Okay, let us check. This particular is okay, there is maybe some mistake here, and yeah, okay, if this and then this one, now you may be correct. Okay, it is giving some error. Why that happened? Okay, this is a minus of price dot I haven't sell it, and this will be true that I have sold it but I haven't buy. I have sold it, then it will be false. Yeah, so now if we submit this question, it is giving time limit exceeded in this test. What the? So let's memorize this function. How to memorize this function? It is taking as many as variable that, but if you look at this, n is a constant and price is also constant. So what the variable one is? Buy, sell, I, and count. There are 4 variables, so we have to, this is the mainly question of 4-dimensional DPA question. So we have to memorize in this 4-dimensional vector. So 2, 3, and again vector which is of int type, a 4-dimensional vector, and name is dp. The first argument is either be true or false, so you have to add 2 size, then again vector of int 3 sizes, and again it will be of size 2 because cell can be true or false. Okay, so of two sizes, then vector of int, vector of int, and then basically I can be what, this count can be storing basically 1 or 2, so this also of size 2, and vector of int now, and it's let the I will be what, it is storing from 0 to n. So I can make let's suppose I make the count here only, so that I can be, it can be easily be done. Let's make int I here, so that count and I will be I plus 1, and we can delete here, and I plus 1, and then count will be as it is, and make I plus 1, and after that I plus 1. Okay, count I plus 1, yeah, 1 2 3 4, and this will be I also, and here will be also I. So I made by cell false, count will be 0, and index will be also 0. It is fine. So if we run this by using this test case also, there should be some time limit exceed. I have to comment out this one first. Yeah, time limit means it is correct. And now if we memorize this, by can be true or false, size by can be cell can be true or false, and then count will be 0 and 1 only, but never be 2 more than 2, and this index should be of n size, and initially all the values will be 0 only. Okay, -1 and now I have to pass this vector, this 4-dimensional vector. Let us pass that, copy, and then we have to paste it here only, and name it of dp by reference, pass by reference. We have to pass here also dp in this direction also, in this argument, sorry, in this dp, and here also, this also, and I have to check if I have already computed this functional value or not. If dp or by cell or count and particular index I is not equal to -1, then means I have already computed the functional value of at this index. So I have to return the given value. Okay, if I haven't computed this value, then I have to first compute it, and then I have to store in this index. Okay, so I have already, and let us run this functions again. And yeah, in 0 millisecond time process and gives the result. So if we submit this, let us check what happened. And yeah, it's successfully submitted. So this is the concept mainly, the hidden concept is 4-dimensional array or vector. It is taking of 4 arguments, by, cell, count, and int. And at particular index I have checked that whether I have by or not, then I have to cell or may not be cell. Out of those two conditions, I have to return the maximum of that. So finally we got the answer. Okay, that's all for today.